Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini, and I'm very excited today to share with you a player breakdown video. And I'm super excited to share this young man with you. And by the way, I hope everybody's having a great day today. Thanks so much for joining me. But the young man who I want to share with you today, the player breakdown video. And if you haven't watched my videos, I start off with a PowerPoint kind of introducing the player and telling you what I think he's going to be and all that, and then I show you video at the end of it. So hang on there with me and you'll see some video towards the end, I promise. So the young man I want to introduce to you today is Kavion Broussard. He's an offensive lineman and he's transferring to the Arkansas Razorbacks. He's already there from Ole Miss. And I'm going to tell you, I'm super excited about this young man. Just remember that this guy, we're just kind of, he's a backup this year. We're not needing him to come in and play right now, right away. And just keep that in mind as I show you video of him and talk about how good he is and how good this coaching staff has done recruiting and through the transfer portal and getting some guys in here that can really play. But Kavion Broussard, he's a name you need to remember. I truly believe he'll be a starter in a year or two. All right, let's check him out. Now, first off, his name is Kavion Broussard, and he is, what they're looking at, they've started, my understanding is they've started him at left tackle, but they're also, that's his primary position, but they're also looking at him at both guard positions to get him, because he's such a good lineman, he needs to be playing, But remember what I told you, we're not stressing him to have to start right now. We're kind of looking at him long term, maybe a year down the line, a year down the road. I mean, this is a heck of a lineman here. And just, is there any time in Arkansas's history where we've had a guy this good that we're not saying, hey, he's got to come in and start right now? He's got to. No, that's not what we're saying. He can come in, learn the system, and be like a backup, be a swing tackle, and help at guard too. So left tackle, I think they've said, is kind of his primary position. They're also training him at guard as well. Now his height and weight, he's 6'6", 317 pounds, and I read he runs a 4.5 40, and I put a lot of question marks there because that is insane if he really does. If he really does that, maybe we ought to put him at tight end some too. I mean, I don't know. That's what it said, and it said that was insanely fast for an offensive lineman. I mean, that is, but I don't know. That's what I saw. Now, I'm going to check at NFL prototype size at left tackle and guard. So at left tackle, the NFL prototype size and speed is 6'6", 320. So you see that Broussard has the size right there. He has prototype NFL size for a left tackle. And then if he runs anything, a 4.5 or all the way up to a 5.1, he has NFL prototype speed too for a left tackle. So you see this young man, he's already he redshirted Ole Miss, so he's got a year under his belt in the SEC program, and he's this good of an athlete. And we're just needing him to come in and maybe be a backup, rotate some. I mean, that is unreal of how well our offensive line must be right now. And then so he is prototype NFL left tackle right now, size and speed wise. Now at guard, prototype size and speed is 6'4", 312, and they run about a 5'2", 140. So you see there, he's bigger than the prototype size and faster. So this young man here, he has prototype size and speed to play either left tackle or guard. I mean, he's got the size and speed. We just got to teach him the system and coach him up. And why would he not want to come to Arkansas? I mean, he made a great decision with Eric Mateos and then Coach Sam Pittman, who everybody knows was one of the best offensive line coaches in the country. And that's your head coach, and then you play for probably the best offensive coordinator in the country, who was an NFL head coach in Bobby Petrino. I mean, holy moly, why would you not want to come to Arkansas? I mean, it's a no-brainer. So, Kavion Broussard, you're doing a great job. You made a great decision, young man. He's from New Iberia, Louisiana, and he went to Zachary High School. And when he was coming out of high school, he was a 4-star by ESPN. I mean, there's your stars, which stars I've said, just throw out the wayside. But he was a 4-star by ESPN, top 20 overall in Louisiana, okay? And he was a top 50 offensive tackle nationally. So look at the pedigree this guy has. 4-star, top 20 in the whole state of Louisiana, and top 50 offensive tackle nationally. And we're not saying, hey, he's got to come in and start right away. We're saying he needs to come in, learn the system, kind of be a backup, learn under Corey Robinson, and then maybe you step in for him if you get better. I mean, man alive, this is how good our offensive line is getting, guys. I hope y'all understand that. They are doing a great job at bringing players in here. Coach Pittman and his coaching staff is doing a marvelous job, I'm telling you. And just understand that, doing a great job. And Kavion Broussard is a heck of a player. Now, at Ole Miss 2024, last year, he was a freshman and he redshirted. He did not appear in any games. So he didn't appear in any games, but he gained a lot of experience in an elite SEC environment. Because Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin's done a great job. You know, I'm glad we stole some players from him because he steals plenty from us. But anyway, that's an elite SEC environment. So this young man knows what it takes to be on a winning team in the SEC. He knows what it takes. And so it's great. This is a great pickup here. Great pickup. Now, he entered the transfer portal in December of 2024, and he signed with Arkansas on December 23rd. A very nice Christmas present. And listen to these teams he picked Arkansas over. He picked Arkansas over Miami, Vanderbilt, who had a heck of a year last year, Georgia Tech, who's really good, who we stole Corey Robinson from them. So they're probably hoping to get Broussard here to take his spot. Is that not crazy? You know, we got Corey Robinson, and we're looking at Broussard to come in and kind of learn from him. Well, Georgia Tech's looking for left tackle, so we beat them out for him. And Marshall and then Arkansas State was on him too. So, hey, I mean, great pickup here. They did such a great job getting this guy here, Broussard, heck of a player. Now, why does he matter to us? Because we said, you know, our offensive line, we think, you know, we're pretty set in there. But you don't pass up a player like Kavion Broussard. Now, because he has elite frame, that elite frame, he's NFL prototype size and speed. Like I said earlier, at 6'6", 317. And what his 40 time is, I don't know, but it's under 5 flat for sure. He is a high ceiling player with SEC training background. That means high ceiling means he could be, you know, all SEC, you know, whatever, all American. He has that type of a high ceiling. He can be the best there is. And he trained in the SEC, so he trained against a very good defensive line. A lot of people said Ole Miss's defensive line was one of the highest paid ones last year. And he had to go up against those guys the whole year, okay? So that's super important there. And he's part of a major offensive line reinforcement group for us in 2025 that we've brought in. I mean, holy moly, we've got a good group of guys. Mateos and Pittman are doing a fabulous job. And Coach Petrino bringing offensive linemen in here. You know, my favorite coaches are, you know, I like Chucky, what's his name? Everybody's talking about him coming to Arkansas. Gruden, John Gruden, and I like Gruden a lot, but we don't need him. We need Coach Pittman and the coaches he's got. I mean, let's quit messing around with that. He's funny. He's a good NFL. He's a good funny guy on TV. We need a football coach. He's a good one too, but you know, I like the Harbaughs. I like Jim and John Harbaugh. I think those two guys, and Jim Harbaugh said, you know, those offensive linemen, they are the tip of the spear. The one that's head coach right now at the Chargers, and I think that's Jim. John's at the Ravens. Both have really good teams all the time, and I believe that what Jim Harbaugh said. They're the tip of the spear, and this coaching staff understands that. Now, here's this transfer class that they brought in this year. I mean, look at these guys. So we brought in Jaquan McCroy, who is looking like he might start as our right tackle. Him and Kobe Brandon really fighting it out. Big, huge guy, strong. And then Corey Robinson, graded as the best offensive line pass protector, left tackle in college football last year, I think, at 91% or something. I mean, then we brought in Caden Kittler, who's going to be our starting center. I haven't broken him down yet, but he's coming, so be watching. So, I mean, those three guys right there, are we thinking, are three starters and really good players. So, I mean, man. Then you add Kavion Broussard, who's a heck of a player, could start for a lot of colleges in the country, and we're using him kind of as a backup at left tackle and any of the guards. So crazy. They're doing a great job bringing in a lot of good offensive linemen. So I put that they're strengthening Arkansas's trenches, and it's for sure we are. You know, you have the best back in the world, but if you ain't got a hole for him, he can't run nowhere. Look at the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes. They couldn't block for him. The Eagles, just how many sacks they have? 7? I mean, and Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks ever. He can't throw the ball if he's on his back, though, and running for his life. So Arkansas understands that with Mateos and Pittman. They got to bring these guys in and that we can let Taylor Green and Mike Washington have big games. But you got to have that offensive line up front first, and Arkansas is building it. I'm telling you. Now, and if you don't see that, man, you're looking with dark colored glasses. I'm telling you, because Arkansas is building it. I'm telling you, they are. All right, here's my outlook for Broussard at Arkansas. He's expected this year to add depth and versatility across the offensive line. Like I said, left tackle is his main position. They're working him at guard too. He's a developmental player with starter potential, for sure starter potential. He's NFL potential. So, I mean, this is a guy that the ceiling's the limit. You know, hope we can keep him and he gets better. And he's a big addition for our future line stability. He is. I mean, you know, I heard Fernando Carmona say the other day he's glad this is his last year at Arkansas because if he came back, it'd be hard for him to start. He said these young offensive linemen Arkansas's bringing in are really good. He said that in his press conference. You can go back and look at it. And he said if he was coming back, he'd have a hard time starting. He said as soon as these guys figure out what to do, they're going to be really good. So, man, we're bringing in some really good players. So let's don't mess John Gruden. Oh, man, I like John Gruden, but that's a no. I mean, we're getting players like Broussard here. Let's keep what we got. Let's keep rolling. We're rolling along well, I'm telling you, we really are. And for the summary here, before we start a video, which I'm fixing to show you some film of him, is his strengths are his size, that pedigree I talked about, you know. He's got the size, speed, and everything. He learned in an SEC school, and just versatility. He can play tackle and guard, so that's really important. I think his role this year will be rotational depth with a starting upside. You know, if Robinson struggles, he might come in there and start. Definitely rotate in there some at guard, tackle, whatever. That's huge. And key takeaway here, the end thing with him is that I see a high ceiling transfer who elevates our offensive line depth and talent. I mean, by no questions asked. When Broussard stepped foot on Fayetteville's campus, we became better in the offensive line right away. No questions asked. Guy's a heck of a player, and just keep in mind, we're getting him, not saying, hey, we got to have him start. He's got to come in and start right now. No, we're not saying that anymore. He's coming in, going to be behind Corey Robinson, fighting at guard, fighting at left tackle. And then we're looking at him maybe next year, you know. And we've got some good ones coming next year too now. So Arkansas is really building up that offensive line group. And it is very, 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 very excited for that. I mean, we're very, very looking good. We're looking good in the offensive line for years to come. They've done a great job, I'm telling you. All right, so as promised, let's watch some video. Now, because Broussard did not play at all, you know, while at Ole Miss, he just practiced. He redshirted. I don't have any film of him to show in college. So what I've done, I've gone back to good old Huddle, and I tell you what, Huddle saved the world for us high school coaches. They didn't have that when I was coaching. We used to have to drive and exchange films. Now they just do it online. It is cool. We used to have to trade those old VHS films. That stunk. But anyway, so here he is right here, Big Broussard. He's number 77. I want you to watch this guy and how good he is. He has strong arms, an upper body, moves his feet well. He is, and remember, we're not looking at him to be a starter right now. Okay, so let's check him out. This was 2 years ago, but this is a high school film. So let's check him out here. And like I said, this is him left tackle. He's number 77. Boom. You see his hands, like when that defensive end comes into him, watch how he stands him up. Whack, you know, kind of stands him up. He don't give him anything. Great block right there, pass blocking right there. So great play. Here he is right here. He's the left tackle every time. Whack, once again. Watch when he hits that guy, how he pushes him back. Boom. And you see right there, his head is snapped back. That's not supposed to be that. You're not supposed to do that right there. That is not supposed to be what you do. But anyway, he yaks him. And look at him. He don't give him a yard. The guy's coming at his face mask. That should be illegal hands to face right there. Look, he's up in his face mask. That should be a flag right there. But Broussard has hammered him right here. He's gotten 1 yard off the line. I mean, he's really stoned that guy. So great job right there. Here he is right here. Whack! Look at him again. Same thing. I hate to keep showing you this, but watch this. Boom. That right there is not a good position for a defensive lineman. Your head, it snapped back, and he's just wailing you. That's not good right there. That's good for us. That's Broussard right there. I mean, look at that. He is strong upper body. That's a good-sized guy right there. He's not little. All right, now here he's on the other side now. He's over here, 77, left tackle. Look at him. He just stones this guy. Look where his guy is. Everybody else's is. I'm going to pause it. Now look. The rest of them are getting upfield. He's just stoning his guy over here. And he's he's pass blocking the guy. He's wearing him out. I'm going to try to put pause and I'm going to let it go here. Look at there. Great job, man. He's all over the guy. He's still wearing him out. Really good, guys. I'm telling you. He's over here. He always is going to be that left tackle as far as I know. I watched this a couple times already. He's sitting there. Look at him there. He's just stoning this guy. He's not getting anything. And I want to say, who is this big fella right here? Holy moly, who is that? We need to check him out. He's right here, the guy in the slot. Watch how big his... No, he wasn't. He's the outside guy. But look how big he is. Watch his speed here. Who is that big dude? I don't know him, but man, he looks like he can go. Maybe we'll check him out too. Number 28 there for, I guess that's New Iberia, or no, that's where they're from. That's not the high school. But anyway, all right, he's still over at left tackle. Look at him. He's on top of his guy right back here. He's on top of him, you know. Right here, just clearing out the whole side, driving his guy inside. Good feet drive. Here he is right here, left tackle. Boom. Boom, look at how strong he is. That's a little smaller guy. Sometimes they're harder to block. Watch him, boom. Just throws him down. He shows the kind of strength he has right there. Just running behind the quarterback. Worst place in the world for defensive lineman to be is behind that quarterback. And he knows it. He ran him back there and threw him, shoved him. All right, he's over here left tackle. Trying to go inside on him. He just pins him and takes him to the ground. Look at that. If you didn't see that, you rewind. He takes him right to the ground. Here he is right here, caving in that whole side. Look at the hole he just opened up. Running back, you lucky man. Boom. Make one guy miss, you're scoring. Here he is right here. Good job there. Oh, just dropped it. Catch that ball, man. Here he is right here. Good block right there. Took his man down. A big, strong guy. With old Coach Mateos, Coach Pittman working with him, man, he's going to get expert tutelage, I promise you. Good cave in, good block down right there. That's that kind of pin and pull like Arkansas likes to do. Like he's pinning right now. And like one of these guys may be pulling around. I don't know if they are or not, but probably the H-back's coming. Yeah, the right guard's pulling. So that's Arkansas system right there, pin and pull. Right in there, you know. That's what he'll be asked to do at Arkansas. Here he is right here. Long arms. He's got long arms. Just be sure he anchors down. He's tall at 6'6", so you got to make sure you stay low. But anyway, I meant to stay there. That was, oh, come on now. Computer's not moving the way I need it to go. But anyway, we'll just leave it right here. Hopefully it won't go to anything else. But anyway, guys, that's the last of the plays I was going to show you. I don't have any college film to show you. Like I say, he redshirted last year. Boy, here we go. What did we do? But anyway, he redshirted last year. My computer's really lagging. And so there was no film of him at Ole Miss. And so I just got his huddle video here. And I am really, really lagging. My mouse is not working here. Where is it? Right here. So I'm going to go up here and try to end it here if I can. Where's it at? Right here. I think that's how I can end it if I can get it to do it. My goodness. Sorry about this, guys. I apologize. But that's the end of my video. You see I've been recording for about 20 minutes, and that's not bad. But anyway, I'll not go back down here and pause it, but I'm going to try to. But anyway, hope you see there, Kavion Broussard. Heck of a tackle, heck of a player. You saw some video, and there's more of him there if you want to watch more of him. And like I say, a guy that is prototype size and speed for an NFL left tackle and guard. And just keep in mind what I was showing you, this guy's not somebody we're needing to come in and start. He's somebody we need to come in and give us some depth and learn under one of the best pass protectors in college football. So great pickup with Arkansas by Coach Mateos, Coach Pittman, Coach Petrino, another great one. They're putting in some great guys. And fellas, I hope, or guys, whoever, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. And then subscribe if you would too. And hit that bell. I think you hit that bell and it tells you when, gives you notifications when I make videos. I'm trying to make one every day. I've got a bunch. I've got all the 2026 commitments so far. I made a video on all of them. I'm working on our transfers because if you're like me, you hear these names, but you don't have even a video to know what they can do. And I'm just dying. I can't wait for that Friday night. And then we know Arkansas football's that next morning, you know. Holy cow. And watch them Hogs play. And I can't wait. And I'm just itching to see video of them. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like I say, please hit that like. Please subscribe. And that way you know when I'm posting a video. And then please come back. Watch some more. Come back soon. And leave me a comment if I messed up on anything. Or I love comments, reading them. And I try to respond back to you. And but yeah, please do. I love talking football. And I coached for 15 years. I was a head varsity football coach for 4 years. And we made the playoffs one of the only times the school had ever gone. But anyway, so I think I know what I'm talking about. And but thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. And as always, go Hogs.